Oh my god, my mic wasn't working, was it? Just imagine that being my voice. Because my mic was like this. Not working, so I apologize for that. So... The reason I wasn't able to upload before was, this text box didn't come up, alright? So that's the reason I didn't upload. You know, just imagine I was just doing like a girl's voice. And me not knowing which one to do. So, let's just carry on, not to be any more late. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Kana. Lag? Yep, okay. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Alright, it looks like it's working pretty well. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on. Like he deserves any slack. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year too. And I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the classroom. Natsuki finds herself stuck between Monica and manga. Manga is literature! Swiftly defeated, Natsuki pops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys! Probably try, I find her, a very high-pitched, I guess. Kana always gives his best, as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Sorry, that's because your room is so messy, it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come? You and Kana can become good friends too? Sayori? As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situations she put me into. Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know? Wait, Sayori. Huh? Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. Wait, hang on. Uh-oh. Did I go too far back? Oh, what is it? And never mind. Sorry made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri, I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue the situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting... Yeah, I'm guessing this is... So any nice gesture from you is a pleasure surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. Hang on, I'm gonna save here right now. Cause you've seen, I'm hoping everyone's seen the first episode. Yeah, by the looks of it. Okay, no, never mind. Apologies. Good thing I saved. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't know. I read this before, I'm still getting stumped, but I'm doing a lot better. I think I'm doing the voices much better, probably? No promises, though. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, So it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you wanted. This is... Oh, well, how is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Here. Well, you can read it on your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expect Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Sari and Monica are already having a cheerful conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression. She was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging through the closet. I hear Natsuki utter an exasperated sigh. I learned that word about a few months ago. From within the closet. My neck's a little bit painful. She seems to be annoyed by something. I approach her in case she needs a hand. Hang on. Okay. You looking for something in there? Frickin' Monica. She never puts my stuff in the right spot. What's the point of keeping your collection organized if someone else is just gonna mess it? I feel you. Trust me. That's why I don't do notes in class anymore, because someone borrows them and messes it all up. Anyway, that's why I type them now. Natsuki slides a bunch of stacked books and boxes across the shelf. Manga. You read it, right? I just didn't mess anything up, did I? No, I don't think so. Sometimes. Manga is one of those things where you can't admit you're really into it until you figure out what the other person stands. I actually don't care. I'll say, hey, I like manga. I like manga. I like anime. How about you? No, you don't? You find it for nerds? You find it for weebs? Okay. Nothing I can do. Anyway, how did you know anyway? I heard you bring it up at some point. Besides, it's kind of written on your face. What's that supposed to mean? I see. There's a lone volume of manga, amidst a stack of various books on the side of one of the shelves. Curious, I pull out of the stack. There it is! Natsuki snatches it out of my hand. Oops. Then she turns to a box and slips the volume right into the middle of the rest. Ah, much better. Seeing a box set with one book missing is probably the most irritating sight in the world. I know that feel. I get a closer look at the box's set she's admiring. Parfait Girls? It's a series I've never heard of in my life. That probably means it's either way out of my demographic or it's simply terrible. If you're gonna judge, you can just go do it through the glass on that door. She points to the classroom door. Hey, I wasn't judging anything. I didn't even say anything. It was the tone of your voice. But I'll tell you one thing, Kana. Consider this a lesson straight from the literature club. Don't judge a book by its cover. In fact, pulls out the first volume of Parfait Girls from the box. I'm gonna show you exactly why. She shoves a book right into my hands. Here, read, right now, check it out. I stare at the cover. It features 4 girls in colorful attire, striking animated feminine poses. It's exceedingly moe. 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 I know a few people pronounce it moe. For some reason. Don't know why. Natsuki grabs my arm and pulls me out of the closet. She then takes a seat against the wall, beneath the windowsill. What if things popped out, stop popping up. Okay, she pats the ground next to her, saying to me to sit there. Wouldn't chairs be more comfortable? I take my seat. Chairs wouldn't work. I can't really read at the same time like that. Why is that? I guess it's easier to be close together like this. Don't say it like that. You'll make me feel weird about it. Natsuki crosses her eyes and yeah, she's crossing her eyes and her arms and scooches in an inch away from me. Sorry. I didn't exactly expect to be sitting this close to her either. Not that I can say it's a particularly bad thing. I open the book. It's only a few seconds before Natsuki once again inches closer, reclaiming the additional space, while she hopes I didn't notice. I can feel her peering over my shoulder, much more eager to begin reading than I am. Wow! How long has it since I read the beginning? You don't go back and flip through the older volumes every now and then? Not really. Maybe sometimes after I'll already finish the series. Hey, are you paying attention? I am, but nothing's really happening yet, so I can talk at the same time. It looks like a bunch of friends in high school. A typical slice of life affair. Delightful. I kinda grew out of these since it's rare for the writing to be entertaining enough to make up for the lack of plot. So, what should I expect from this? Is there going to be plot? Well, obviously. You think I would enjoy something that didn't have a plot? I mean, well, I guess I know what you're saying. A lot of the beginning is about simple things. Like, there's a really funny chapter where they're obsessed with a guy at the ice cream shop. But that just helps you get to know the characters. And besides, it's still entertaining. But later on, there's all kinds of drama. Oh boy. Oh! Like when they get into all their backstories and when some of the romance starts to happen. That's really what makes it so good. There are so many touching parts. Ah, is that so? It sounds like you really know what you're talking about. Maybe I underestimated you. Hey, wait! What's that supposed to mean? Natsuki gives me a little shove. I just meant that I haven't yet seen you at your full power. Good save. This chapter seems like it's all about baking. This is just a guess, but there's a lot of baking in this manga? Well, Natsuki pauses for a moment as she doesn't want to admit something. Yeah? Why does that matter? It doesn't. I was just curious. Since you enjoy baking too, right? That's just a coincidence. I just happened to get into baking around the same time I got into this manga. Like, I would never get into anything because it's in a manga. I feel bad for anyone that impersonal. Definitely not coincidence. I guess that explains Natsuki's interest in baking. Still, all of the hobbies to pick up from a manga, that's definitely one of the better ones. Yeah, maybe if you're reading Naruto, and you're gonna do the Naruto run. I don't think that's one of the best things to pick up from there. I used to watch people do the Naruto run. It's quite funny, I must say myself. Okay, not to mention, she's really good at it, so who am I to judge? Don't judge a book by its cover. Oh my god, I forgot how cute this was. I almost fell into my TV. Reread on, or is it reread on for a few more minutes? I'm guessing it's reread on for a few more minutes. I finished a couple chapters at this point. ... Are you sure this isn't boring for you? It's not. Look at those eyes. I must say, I love the art from this. Even though you're just watching me read. Well, I'm fine with that. If you say so. I guess it's fun sharing something you like with someone else. I always get excited when I convince any of my friends to pick up a series I enjoy. You know what I mean? ... question mark. You don't? That's not... Aww. Well, I wouldn't really know. What do you mean? Don't you share your manga with your friends? Could you not rub it in? Jeez. Oh. Sorry. Like, I could ever get my friends to read this. They just think manga's for kids. I wonder what they're gonna be, what they're checking out then. I can't even bring it up without them being all like, you still haven't grown up out of all that yet? Makes me want to punch them in the face. I know those kinds of people. Honestly, it takes a lot of effort to find friends who don't judge, much less friends who are also into it. That's why I'm a great redeeming friend. Because I'm not going to judge you, and one of the chances are, I'm probably going to enjoy what you enjoy. I guess that's why I have pretty good friends, I guess. I'm already kind of a loser, so I guess I gravitated toward the other losers over time. But it's probably harder for someone like you. Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Wait, which part? I mean, I feel like I can't keep in my own room. Aww. I don't even know what my dad would do if he found out about this. I'm just adding words. Don't worry about it, okay? At least it's safe here in the classroom. Except Monica was kind of a jerk about it. Look, I just can't win, can I? Well, I paid off in the end, didn't it? I mean, here am I, reading it. Well, it's not like that solves any of my problems. Maybe? But at least you're enjoying yourself, right? God, I love the art. So... Jeez, that's enough. Are you gonna keep reading or what? Yeah. I flipped the page. Suddenly, Natsuki starts laughing. Look at the bang! I totally forgot that happens. Natsuki puts her fingers on one of the panels. Minori is my favorite character. You always feel a bit bad for her since she's so unlucky. But it gets especially bad when you... I shouldn't be talking about that yet. Just finished this chapter. Natsuki's voice sparkles with excitement. It's a stark contrast from her bossy tone. But if she's used to sharing her favorite manga with her friends, I can understand why. I just said that wrong, didn't I? It's hard to express in words the feeling you get when connecting with someone like that. And being able to provide what Natsuki, for whom it's a rare experience, the thought makes me smile to myself. Hello everyone! Huh? Are you all ready for today's poems? Oh, come on! Could your timing be any worse? Sorry. I just need to make sure you have enough time. Though you look pretty cozy over there. Natsuki suddenly noticed how close she's gotten to me. She hastily sized herself a good 12 inches away from me. Alright, I guess I'll stop here for now. I close a book and hand it towards Natsuki. You're just giving it back? Don't you want to know what happens? Yeah, but Monica just said, don't be dumb, just take it home with you. Huh? Is that really alright? I say that mostly because I didn't plan on using my spare time to read this. Well, of course. It could take forever to finish if you didn't take it home. Just finish that one before tomorrow so we can start the next one. And if it gets bent, I'll kill you. By tomorrow? I only got part way through the volume so far. I might fall behind on some sews if I start to get through this. But I suppose that's necessary sacrifice in exchange for seeing Natsuki's enthusiastic face. Uh-oh. Oh, okay. I was getting like, what's going on? Uh-oh. It's fine, right? We turn. Okay. It's still recording, right? Yes, it is. Okay. But I suppose that's necessary sacrifice in exchange for seeing Natsuki's aesthetic face. Or am I more scared of what will happen to me if I don't finish this? Alright then, I stand up. I return to where I put my stuff and carefully slip the book into my bag. By the way, did you remember to write the poem last night? Yeah? My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration. Since I never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait! Sayori and Monica who pull out their poem. Sayori is on a crinkled sheet of loose-leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, I wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reactively comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Okay. Who should I give it to first? Well, obviously Natsuki. Because she's probably going to be giving me the most trouble. But that's not the reason. We all know what the reason is. I told Natsuki I was interested in her poems yesterday. It's probably only fair if I shared mine with her first. That's another reason. Question mark. Why so many question marks? Okay, let's start the things I don't like. First off, Natsuki rereads my poems. Never mind, I don't feel like giving you my opinion. What? Hey, what? Then what's the point of sharing in the first place? I wrote this when I had been doing other things. You. In fact, remember when I said I wanted to read your poems? That's because I had in mind when writing this. I wanted to help you feel comfortable enough to share yours. Like Monica said. You? Well, it would be more comfortable sharing my poems if yours was really bad. You were supposed to show me some dumb poem and make me go, ha! Well, it's not that great, but let me show you what real literature looks like. And you went and ruined it. So does that mean my literature was good? I hope you're happy. Dot, 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 dot. So in other words, you're saying you liked it? Natsuki retorts, gets caught in her throat. You don't understand anything, do you? I already told you that. You don't have to go announcing it like the world, like it's your self-important. Pretty sure you never actually said that. I say that mostly to myself. Okay, hang on. My throat's getting dry. Okay. Natsuki must really hate me or something. Probably. I can't figure out if it's a win or a loss that she liked my poem. In any case, you need to show me yours, right? Fine, I guess. Only because Monica will make me if I don't. Okay. Let's see. Eagles can fly. Okay. Monkeys can climb. Critics can leap. Horses can race. Owls can seek. Cheetahs can run. Eagles can fly. People can try, but that's about it. Let's see. Last train of thought I was doing. What do things do best? Monkeys climb the best. Crickets leap the best. Horses best in racing. Owls are the best at seeking. Cheetahs are the fastest land creature. And eagles are one of the best, or the best the eagles can do is try. And what people can do, we can all try those. We can try to fly, we can try to run, we can try to seek, we can try to race, we can try to leap, we can try to climb. But we may not be as good as these. That's what I kind of came up last time, I believe. Maybe something like that. And that's about it. If you want to get your own, like, you could read it right now. Yeah, you could probably pause it right now. It'll give you some time to read that. And you can think, or you can pause it if you need more time. Anyway, I'll move on in a second. Okay. Okay. No, okay. Yeah. I told you that you weren't gonna like it. Well, I did like it. So you're wrong. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all philosophical and stuff. I really overdid that. So people don't even take my writing so seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like it when it's easier to read and hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can really be disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on your wordplay. Like, I set up a rhyme at the end. But then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Baka. I didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't usually care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Alright, let's see. Sari or Yuki? I don't know who I did for next. Guess I'll do Monica. Hi, Kana. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever get any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Uh-oh. What can I expect from upstairs? I sleep downstairs. The majority of people are upstairs. But I can hear them through the floor. But, anyway, let's move on to reading this, I guess. Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be too afraid to bring it up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Kana. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know. But it's sort of the barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I had my poem. Jeez, excuse me. I like it, Kana. Really? It's a lot cuter than I expected. Oh, jeez. No. It kind of makes me think of something Natsuki would write. I am trying to aim for her fantastic-ness. Hopefully she'll enjoy it. And she's a good writer, too. So take that as a compliment. If you say so. Yep. By any chance, have you read anything by Liverstein? Huh? Maybe a long time ago? He's famous for telling all kinds of stories in just a few simple words. His poems can be funny, endearing, or even sad. And sometimes they're only a few lines long. They might even, you're written for kids, but if you think about them, they can express views of the world that would apply to anyone. My voice just went down for some reason. I see. So you're saying that Natsuki is kind of like that? Sort of. Maybe she's not an expert. Yeah, I can just imagine Natsuki hearing that and going, or something like that. Or I am an expert. Don't you guys agree? That's something she would do. Alright, but you probably won't find much filler in her poems. They might be easier to write, but they're super challenged to get the meaning through. So I can see why it would be your kind of poem to explore. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things too. It could be a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a bit biased toward their own kind of styles, but you'll always help you that suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Kill me. Anyway, do you want to read my poem yet? Now? Not yet? Sure, that actually works though. Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I like to sound confident. And I also have to. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know. I see. Well, let's read it then. No, it's cursive. Alright. Wish me luck on reading this. It couldn't have been me. See, oh wait, this is easy cursive. See the direction the spackle protrudes? A noisy neighbor? An angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retina's already scorched with permanent copy of meaningless image. It's a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep. Stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in. Oh my. What? There. If you guys want to read that and decide for yourself, I'm going to be thinking what that means. Okay, I think I understand. Pause if you're still reading. This is what I think. She's shocked that she saw someone, because she was looking out, I believe. Let's see. Yeah, she was looking out, so she was inside a building, while that person was outside looking in. I don't understand that much. But I guess we should move on because it's getting a little bit later. Alright. So, what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, the kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it could be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I have some kind of empathy recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. And empathy? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here is Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem, a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down to paper and tidy up later. Another way to think about this if you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you get a deep, dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and just go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Okay, Sayori or Yuki? I guess I should talk to Sayori, I guess. Or which one shall I choose? I don't know which one I want, so I'm just gonna click. But that's it. Sayori. Yeah, Mom's begging for me. I'll be back. I told her I'm recording. An hour. Apparently food's ready already. I'll be back. Alright, I'm back. Just a bit mad though. What do you expect? Try and record here. Anyway, let's continue. I'll go a little bit rushed. I'm sorry for that. This is a good poem, Kana. Are you sure it's your first time? Of course. It's not that good. Am I the kind of guy who would write poems in his spare time? I guess you're right. But that's why it impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid you would do it seriously, or that you wouldn't write one at all. I'm really happy that you wrote one. Just reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of the club room. I guess of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, Kana. Deep down, you're too selfish at all, you know. Okay. Trying new things like this for other people. Uh-oh. It's getting a little bit glitchy on the bottom. I might have to save here and continue later, which I'm gonna probably have to do. That's something that only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motives here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah, and I'm going to make sure to have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you. Anyway, I'm going to hold you to that then. Yay! Now, you read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm bad at this. Well, see about that. Right. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub my sleepy eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you testing me to wish a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Oh, that's really cute and innocent. I'm guessing like she did that like in the morning time. Like when it was like influenced from the sun and stuff. Like, I like sleeping and all, but I'm not mad. I just want breakfast. Anyway, pause that. I'm not gonna sit here that long because don't know I'm getting any more mad about me not eating. So I'm gonna go click. Make sure you pause if you want to discuss. Just put in the comments how you feel about the poems, you know, with whose name and, you know. Anyway, Sayori, this just a guess, but did you, oh my god, wait until this morning to write this? No, just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit, it's a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little bit better about myself. Don't be mean. I tried my best. I'm gonna save, just in case. Save. Alright, return. I still tried my best. Ah, yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice. Or should I put it, it sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially that last line. I made eggs and toast. Even though you were late to school. It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyways, thanks for showing me. This was so much fun. Monica's the best. Yeah. But next time, I won't forget. And I'm going to write the best poem ever. Well, I'll look forward to it. Who should I show my poem to next? Well, let's try this person right here. No, they're not accepting my poem. Oh, I guess we have to do Yuri now. Dot. Dot. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her finished reading. Oh, sorry. I forgot to start speaking. It's fine, don't force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah. Why do you ask? Just making sure. I guess that it would be right after reading it, though. Ah, so it's that bad? No! Did I just raise my voice? I'm so sorry. Yuri blushed, buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice that she's several minutes and we haven't really gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine, I didn't really notice. What were you saying? Right, it's that it's specific writing habits that are usually typical for new writers. And I've been through that myself. I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize is new writers is that they try to make their style bit. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic of matter, and they fit the two together. The result is that both style and expressions are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if she demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not to mention you can be blamed for. There are many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a small poem. Just like finding them and building them. Getting them together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but all comes with practice and learning by example. So try 9 new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not totally sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily as if there's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Right. Oh, that's kind of hard to read. Maybe. Actually, no, I think I'm good. Ghost Under the Lights. Okay, it's going to take me a little bit for me to read this, I guess. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow, breathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight have stood the test of time, the last time to be replaced by the flickering blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air of the preset, but living in the past. The light flickers, I flicker back. I don't, Does it show that things are dying out and people need to change? I'm not totally sure. Once again, go into the comments and go ahead and talk about how you feel about this. Because I'm not entirely sure. But as soon as I'm done with them reading and stuff, you know, the next thing changes. Like, I don't know, walk home and stuff, I'll stop right there. Anyway, time to get to this. I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Well, I don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. Eh? That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you liked it. I'll be honest, since it's our first time sharing, I want to write something a little bit more mild. Something easier to digest, I suppose. Something easier to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Huh? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Kana. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did overglance after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. Well, that's showing something. Foreshadowing? I don't know. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolic compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. Oh, I'm tired. Phew. I guess that's everyone. A glance over the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. As if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, staring their respective poems as they read in tandem. I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Huh? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismally returns to the poem up to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Ah, thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss a simplicity or something? It's clearly about the feelings of giving up. What? How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. Huh? You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I have to do a couple of suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and Kana did too. So based on that, I'm glad to give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon. Unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And kinda liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh, I didn't realize you were so interested in something, so trying to impress our new member, Yuri. That's not what I... You just... Yuri stands up a little. Maybe you're just jealous that Kana appreciates my advice more than he appreciates yours. Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you really full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would have deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do clearly cutesy. You? Is everything okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Kana started showing up. Natsuki? Natsuki, that's a little. This doesn't involve you! I don't like fighting, you guys. Suddenly, both guys turn towards me as if they noticed I was standing there. Kana! She's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. She could get her over herself to learn to appetite. That simple writing is more effective than if that wouldn't be that happened in the first place. What's the point in making your poems are confluent for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Kana. Wait, there's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our languages. It's the only way to meanings of the... Stop! No, I need to hide behind someone. Avoiding them is not only unnecessary limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Kana? Well... How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing. But whoever I agree, they'll probably think more highly of me. There we go. I'm doing... Of course... So of course that's going to be... Help me, Sayori! Natsuki. Natsuki glares at me, drying up any words I had in my mouth. So instead of I turn to Yuri. Yuri, but Yuri's expression is so defenseless that I bring myself to say anything to her. Sayori! Huh? Yeah? Everyone's fighting is making Yuri uncomfortable. How can you two keep fighting when you know you're making your friend feel like this? Kana. Well, that's her problem. This isn't about her. I agree. It's unfair for others to inject their own feelings into our conflict. Yeah, unless Sayori wants to tell Yuri that a stuck-up jerk she's being. She would never. It's your immaturity that's making her upset. Did I just make this thing worse? Excuse me? Are you listening to yourself? This is exactly why. Exactly why nobody likes... Stop! Natsuki, Yuri, you guys are friends. I just want everyone to get along and be happy. My friends are wonderful people, and I love them because of their differences. Natsuki's poems, they're amazing because they give you so many feelings with just a few words. And Yuri's poems are amazing because they paint a beautiful pictures in your head. Everyone's so talented. So why are you fighting? Because, well, also, Natsuki's cute and there's nothing wrong with that. And Yuri's boobs are the same size as they always were. Big and beautiful. Sayori. Sayori stands up triumphantly. Monica stands behind her with bewildered expression. I'll make some tea. Yuri rushes off. Natsuki sits down with a blank expression on her face, staring at nothing. So, this is why Sayori is vice president, I whisper to Monica. She nods in return. To be honest, I might come off as a great leader, I can organize things, but I'm not very good with people. I couldn't even bring myself to inject. As president, that's kind of embarrassing of me. Nah, it's not like I can blame you. I wasn't able to say anything either. Well, I guess that's just means Sayori is amazing in her own ways, isn't she? You could say that. She might be an airhead, but sometimes it's weirdly suspicious that she knows exactly what she's doing. I see. Take good care of her, okay? I would hate to see her get herself hurt. That makes two of us. You can count on me. Monica smiles sweetly at me, causing my stomach to knot. Such a genuine person really makes a good president, regardless of what she says. If only I could get the chances to talk to her a little bit more. Am I done yet? Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright. Well, mostly. Kana, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. But it was neat. Try again to talk to you all. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And remember, you learned something from your friends too. Your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself, did I learn a bit more about the kinds of poems of everyone else? With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with newfound determination. Kana, ready to walk home together? Sure, let's go. Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Yuri and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Okay, this seems like a perfect spot to save. Wait, am I stopped at the same spot? Oh my god, I am! Awesome! Okay. Well, as you can tell, my voice is kind of going away already. And I might be in a call with someone for quite a while. But you know, it's pretty tiring, but I mean, it's really fun to do this, and I'm enjoying this. I can't wait to see what happens next. Anyway, I hope you guys have a wonderful night, day, morning, whatever it is right now for you. By the time you're at the end of the video. Don't forget that, I'm trying my best to do things. Like over here, it's a little bit glitched out now. I think at least. Or it glitched out or something. Yeah, I think so. Cause I think this is supposed to be the road. But anyway, that's fine. I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you would like, please hit that like button. And if you're new to my channel, and you know, there's always that option where you can subscribe. And while you're at it, you might as well click the bell so that you get notified whenever a new video I upload. Because I'm kind of random, unless you're in my Discord, where I would let you know. Which, of course, I'm still doing my Discord. It's lovely. It's fine. It's good. Everything's fine. Anyway, I'll be heading out now. I hope you enjoyed. And kind of signing out. Have a nice day. I definitely really did enjoy this. Hope you guys definitely did.